waters where old kingdoms sleep. Salt on the wind and the stars cold as stone whispered the names that the drowned could not keep. Below the deck I remembered in shards, music and silk in a hall lit by flame. One crimson jewel above one starving heart, one faceless promise still calling my name. I have been chained where the sunlight forgets, I have been buried beneath the old foam, but every grave has a door in the dark, and every hunger remembers its home. Vanthalis, open your rusted gates for me. Vanthalis, your exile blood has crossed the sea. Let thieves wear crowns, let cowards call it fate. I came to teach the dogs below, von Strass does not negotiate. Joseph came smiling with greed in his hand. Delante was laughing with knives in his eyes. Pirates in rags from a fatherless land circled the air they intended to prize. Albert stood still with the dead at his back, steel like a tower beneath the moon's breath. I spoke one word and the night answered black. Even his fury remembered my death. They saw a ring and they measured my worth. They saw my brooch and reached into my past. Poor little men with their hands full of dirt, thinking their courage was destined to last. Vanthalis, open your rusted gates for me. Vanthalis, your exile blood has crossed the sea. Let thieves wear crowns, let cowards call it fate. I came to teach the dogs below, von Strass does not negotiate. Closer, I told him, come take what you crave. Closer, dear captain, come purchase the night. Some debts are paid at the mouth of a grave. Some truths are taught by the hunger that bites. Warm was his throat when the screaming began. Sweet was the lesson I drank from his fear. I whispered low to that trembling man, so only the dying were worthy to hear. This is not a bargain. This is the cost of touching what is mine. Planks and the storm in the west, hard in my hand and my brooch at my breast. Delante stood, but his spirit bent low. Terror had taught him the shape of my throne. Some tried to run, so I answered with law. Swift as a shadow, with hunger refined. This was no slaughter for pleasure or awe. This was the first stone of empire reclaimed. Not a massacre, a foundation. Not a warning, a coronation. Not a ransom, not a plea. Only fear brought to heal London. Vanthalis, open your rusted gates for me. Vanthalis, your exile blood has crossed the sea. Let thieves wear crowns, let cowards call it fate. I came negotiate. Anthony's raise every mast from rod and rain. Anthony's let every dark remember pain. 1 month to serve, 1 night to learn your place. I came with hunger in my mouth and broken memory in my face. Black was the sea when it carried me home. Red was the jewel that returned to my breast. I kissed the soil like a penitent son, then built my throne. From the terrified rest, von Strass does not negotiate.